Welcome, everyone. This is our end of our April event class, and I am so excited to share with you our last class. And hopefully everybody got so much out of this event, and I hope you will join us again for future events that we will definitely be having. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get going. Alrighty then. So respiratory support for our dogs. I've used this slide before. I just think it's very cute. Although some dogs will do this, most are not. So I'm here to give you some ideas on what you can do if your dog has a respiratory challenge, and how you can help them at home. So those of you who haven't met me before, this is my gang. We have, this definitely needs to be updated, but I have 4 dogs, and they range in age from almost 15 down to 7. We have 3 goats. And we now have just added 4 kids. So all 3 goats kidded almost a month ago now, almost a month old. So we have 4 little baby goats, and we have a bunch of chickens. That is just an example of what I have in the corner there. We have about 20 chickens. So our first one we're going to discuss, actually, let me go back here. Just my little disclaimer, I'm not a veterinarian. I am a passionate 4-legged mom of my fur babies and feathered babies. I am a certified veterinary technician, and I have 30 plus years in the business. I am also a certified rehabilitation practitioner. So that is now 14 years. So we as the group are not trying to diagnose or treat or cure any ailments. The research is presented is based off my experience, and I hope that you are encouraged to do your own research after all these classes, and I will help you on this journey. So this information is not to replace your veterinarian's advice, but to add suggestions and options to consider based on your pet's needs. So our first one we're going to talk about is collapsing trachea. So collapsing trachea has a very specific honking type cough, and it tends to worsen as the dog panics. So that constricts their throat, so that gives them lack of oxygen, and so it panics them because they can't breathe. So that often increases the coughing. So these are often called the coughing fits, and it's almost a honking noise. I was going to attach a video and just didn't get to that, so sorry. Our next one is laryngeal paralysis, sometimes mistaken as the other. This is a condition that interferes with normal breathing. It can really cause significant anxiousness, anxiety. It is actually a progressive disease that affects the larynx, where the vocal cords don't open and close. So it's a raspy breathing. So you can actually hear this breathing too. So this can lead to respiratory distress because they can't exchange the oxygen properly. And so we want to keep these dogs cool and definitely calm. The more anxious they get and the hotter they get, they can't exchange the oxygen, especially when they're panting. So that is a very disarming sight when you see it. So if you think your dog has this, get it diagnosed so you know what is going on. So how we can support these dogs, our support oils are sandalwood, frankincense, helichrysum, and cedarwood. This supports the cartilage, and it can actually regenerate cartilage. So you can rub this right over their necks and throat area, And all these wonderful oils come in ready to go Immortal. So this is our anti-aging blend, but it can also be used for supporting our dogs with any kind of respiratory issues. So, and also, like I said, keeping these animals calm is critical. If they get excited, it really exasperates the problem. So calming oils such as Balance, Lavender, Serenity, Roman Chamomile, and Copaiba are very helpful in keeping these animals calm. So this is a respiratory support spray brought to you by Dr. Janet Rourke. Dr. Janet Rourke is essentially oiled vet, and she is on our veterinary board of doTERRA as one of 5 veterinarians that we have on our board. So this is all stuff that veterinarians are supporting and doing. So just remember, we are a science company, so all these oils are so tested. So her respiratory support spray is eucalyptus, cardamom, arborvitae, peppermint, and lemon. So as you can see, some of these are not for cats. So if you're a cat with respiratory, there are, take those out, and there are other oils we can add. So you're going to put all those into a spray bottle and top that off with distilled water or a carrier oil. The carrier oil is preferred because it'll stick better. Water will disperse it, but the carrier oil will actually make it stick if you're using it on their fur or a bandana around their bedding. It'll help it stay in that area longer. So kennel cough. This is a big hot topic. This is also known as canine infectious tracheobronchitis. So very similar to like a flu type thing in people. It's very contagious. It's a respiratory disease, so it is spread through the air, through the little molecules. So dogs commonly contract this if they're kenneled. Large amounts of dogs hang out, like a dog park, training classes, dog shows, but they can get it from anywhere. So if you pass a dog on the street that has kennel cough, you don't know it, your dog can even pick it up like that. So highly contagious. There's a vaccine, but like any vaccine, there are side effects. And the problem with this kennel cough is it's kind of like the flu for people. You're vaccinating for, I believe, 3 or 4 strains, and there's like 35 strains out there. So, you know, you don't know if you're actually vaccinating for the strain that's out there at the moment. So if you've been to any of our other classes, if the vaccine is not going to help the dog and prevent the disease 100% or at least 99%, I don't do them. So treatment for kennel cough. So kennel cough is usually, it just runs its course. It's a virus. But if your dog is having, you know, a severe cough, it's a deep hacking cough, like they're trying to clear their throat and almost regurgitate, kind of that end where they look like they're trying to get something out of their throat. It can also lead to pneumonia. So an older compromised dog or a young puppy type dog, those are the ones that are more susceptible for problems related to the kennel cough. So you can diffuse on guard and breathe. You can also do on guard internally. So this is for dogs up to 40 pounds, 1 drop twice a day in a capsule. It also comes in ready to go gel caps. So you can have those on hand. I always have my gel caps on hand. For dogs over 40 pounds, you know, she's recommending the soft gels, like I just said. You can also give internally Melissa, black pepper, and oregano. Those are our heavy hitters for anything that is, you know, you're thinking that it's going bad. You can give these heavy hitters in a capsule. These you have to put in your capsule yourself. And you can make sure you're giving this with a probiotic. So it's just like kind of taking antibiotics. You want to make sure you're supporting your gut health. And it's not recommended that you take these more than 14 days at a time. If you're treating something like kennel cough, you're only going to have to do this 4 to 5 days. Okay, we're going to go over some of the oils that we just discussed. So breathe. This is one of my favorite oils. I use it every night in my diffuser. It maintains clear airways, easy breathing, and it promotes a restful night's sleep because it keeps those passages open so you get a good night's sleep because you're exchanging the oxygen properly. It helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. And our ingredients for this wonderful blend are laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon peel, cardamom, ravinsara, and as you saw, there's a melaleuca in there. We tell people not to use melaleuca on the animals. It is in this product, but it's a small amount, so you can get away with it. And like anything, make sure your pets have a way out if they don't want the full effects of the oil, so they can leave the room. My dogs never leave the room when I have this going. And the other one is On Guard. On Guard is its whole line. This is the oil. This is how it all started, but On Guard has branched off to hand cleaner. It has laundry soap, liquid concentrate that you can use to clean everything with. It's just a remarkable product. I can't live without this. It also comes in hand sanitizer spray, toothpaste, mouthwash. So you can see how committed they are to protecting everyone's immune system by incorporating this oil into everyday things you use to help boost your immune system, and you don't even have to think about it. So this amazing blend supports a healthy immune and respiratory function. You can use this internally. You can ingest to support your body's natural antioxidant defenses. It's a powerful surface cleaner, like I said. It energizes, and it's an uplifting aroma. These scents together are amazing. The wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and the rosemary. It's an amazing aroma. In the diffuser, it is just, this is another one that goes in my diffuser during the day and at night. Peppermint. Peppermint has so many uses. For today, it's respiratory health, but it also is anti-inflammatory. It's anti-tumoral. It can relieve head tension. It can decrease body heat. Wonderful for digestive support. And like I said, respiratory, and it also repels bugs. So you get, with this oil, you get so many uses out of it. So Serenity, we discussed keeping the dogs calm. Serenity is our restful blend. So this is put in my diffuser at night, helps me and the dogs sleep through the night. And as you can see, it also comes in a soft gel. So you can take 1 or 2 of these 20-30 minutes before bedtime and have a natural way to fall asleep and stay asleep. You can also give this to the dogs. I've given Chillin some of these. Chillin's almost 15. So once in a while she has a little restless night, and these take care of that. So this creates a restful environment at bedtime, calming and soothing aroma. It encourages a tranquil atmosphere. So these dogs that are having trouble breathing, it calms them down. It allows the throat to relax so they can exchange that air more fluidly. And also the ingredients of this are lavender. Of course, we know lavender is calming. Cedarwood, hoe wood, ylang ylang. Ylang ylang is a very calming oil. Marjoram, another one that's great for calming. Roman chamomile, that's come up a few times. Vetiver. Vetiver is the most calming oil If you use it in some of our other classes, we've mentioned it many times. This one is for severe anxiety also. So that's another great one. Vanilla bean absolute and Hawaiian sandalwood. Hawaiian sandalwood is a fabulous oil also. And of course, lavender. So just our plain lavender, calming, both emotionally and physically, can relieve stressful feelings, great with skin issues, burns, helps with sleep, also a natural insect repellent. So this is another one to keep the dog calm. If it's having any kind of breathing issues, you can also put this in the diffuser or put any of those oils I mentioned right on their chest. You can put a bandana around them and put that right on their chest also. Oregano. So I wanted to mention oregano because it is one of our super power hitters. And you can take this one internally. And when taken internally, it supports a healthy immune system, healthy digestion and respiratory function. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that one. If having any issues that you think you need some internal support. This is also a great cleaning and purifying agent. This is amazing. I keep it next to my sink in a shaker bottle with baking soda. So I do about 2 cups or 1 cup, depending on the shaker, of baking soda to 5 to 10 drops of the oregano. Just mix it into that baking soda. And now you have your scrubbing cleanser for your sink. You can use this on your stove. It is amazing. I suggest you try this and let me know how it works on your grunge in your sink. So also powerful antioxidants when ingested. Isn't that amazing? We can use these oils to help support our digestion, respiratory function, whatnot. And then we turn around and we can clean our sink with it and not have to use any chemicals in the sink. So this is our allergic response support. This has a lot of those oils in there. I just popped this up just so you had some kind of idea of how you can start if you're not already a member of doTERRA. So you can custom make your own kit. And if you go over 150 PV, which is product volume, so that is not dollar to the point value. Most oils are, some other products are not. So it has to be 150 product volume, and you get a free membership. So that's a $35 value. So you can mix and match as many of the oils and the supplements as you want to get up to that 150 or over if you want to get started and, you know, get everything your dog or you need. So that's a great way to get started. So Terrazyme, this helps with supportive digestive system. This is important when you are dealing with any kind of respiratory problem, especially if that respiratory problem goes into, like I said, in like the kennel cough can go into pneumonia or whatnot. You want to make sure you're supporting your dog's gut at all times. My dogs take Terrazyme all the time, year round, twice a day. When they have a challenge, I bump it up to at least 3 times a day. PV Assist. This is our double encapsulated pre and probiotic. It is for, again, a healthy intestinal tract, proper immune health and response. It delivers 6 billion CFUs of active probiotic cultures and soluble prebiotic FOS. So I'm not even going to attempt that word this late at night. So Copaiba, this is one of my favorite oils. And it also comes in soft gels for internal use, but you can use the oil. Dogs love this oil. I use this oil a lot in my rehab practice, and I'll put it on my hand to put it on them topically, and they're drinking it out of my hand before I can get it on their bodies. Yeah, most dogs love this oil. But it supports a health of a cardiovascular system. It helps the immune system, digestive system. It's a powerful antioxidant. It can also help calm, soothe, and support the nervous system. So dealing with our issues that we're dealing with tonight, respiratory, this is where it's going to come into play for those things. It also helps with skin, and it has CB2 receptors. So they have found that copaiba is an amazing alternative to synthetic pain relief. So this is one that you can use for many, many things. Your arthritic dogs, something with pain, anything like that. It is an amazing oil. I use this one. I can't even tell you how many times a day. So this is True, and True doesn't have any breathing problems, but she does have allergies. So a lot of those oils and whatnot are what we would use to support her allergies. So as you can see, these are multimodal applications for all our oils. And, you're not just buying for respiratory, you're not just buying for allergy, you're not just buying for your flea and tick, you are buying for everything. When something comes up with your dog, you're going to have the tools to use that. So that is all I have for the class. And I see Kyoko has joined us. Welcome, Kyoko. If there's any questions, which would be from Kyoko. I know you came in late, but it is recorded, so I will post that in the group so you can watch the whole thing. But
yeah, one question.
Yeah.
One of my customers' dog is that's very small and it can't take the PB assist, can't swallow.
Okay.
What should I do?
I would. There's another probiotic by Dr. Mercola.
No, I can't import.
No, you can't get that one.
No.
I don't know. Let me see. Which companies can you get in Australia?
No, it's in Japan.
Oh,
And
it's in-
actually, the owner want to use the PB assist. So
And the dog won't swallow pills at all. You can't like do cream cheese or peanut butter, anything like that.
yeah, I advise, but the dog is a very fussy eater, so maybe she will spit it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would try if it's that or nothing. I would give it a try and try different things to see if the dog will take it with. I find because my chillin is very, very fussy about her pills, and she will always take them in cream cheese. That's the one thing I can always get her to take a pill in.
Is it okay to break the capsule?
No, because then you're destroying the prebiotic stuff is in that first capsule, and then that capsule goes into the stomach and dissolves, and then calms down the stomach acid. So the second capsule goes into the small intestine where it releases the probiotics.
Okay, thank you.
So it's the part of the proprietary thing in the PB Assist is the actual delivery system of the probiotics.
Yeah, I know.
So if you explain it to her like that, and she understands how important it is to get the whole capsule in, she'll try some things to do it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Did you have any questions about respiratory, anything?
No, so far.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. We